Local school district facing harsh criticism on Capitol Hill today. Berkeley's superintendent in the hot seat facing questions concerning allegations of Jewish students being harassed. KRON 4's Teresa Estacio reports.
Anti-Semitic incidents in our schools are never acceptable, and they are not who we are.
Berkeley Unified School District superintendent facing a steady stream of pointed questions as complaints have surfaced concerning allegations of anti-Semitism on school grounds.
Understand how this works. When you have teachers that are teaching hate to our kids and showing it, and our students are feeling fearful for this, are they fired or do they just transfer to another school? It appears that they're just moving to another place. In this case here, yeah, I guess that's the question I have. How is this being resolved?
If we have a concern or a complaint about anti-Semitism or any form of hate, we take it very seriously, we investigate, and we take action pending the outcome of that investigation.
Okay, all right, so I guess the action is not firing, it's just moving to someplace. The word of action is very subjective, obviously.
Ford Morthel also acknowledging the U.S. Department of Education has opened an investigation, saying that it is based on the district failing to address, quote, nonstop, severe, and persistent bullying in classrooms, hallways, schoolyards since the conflict erupted on October 7th between Israel and Palestine.
Curriculum teaches that the war's consequences for Palestine are, quote, no water, no food, no electricity, end quote. Whereas the consequences for Israel are, quote, ceremonies put on hold, travel advisories in place, and cities shut down. Do you think that's a fair representation of the Israeli-Palestine conflict?
I do not think that's a fair representation.
Several parents have detailed graphic cases of alleged discrimination against Jewish students on various campuses. One parent said her child was threatened with violence for just being Jewish. The Berkeley Unified School District issued this statement to KRON 4 News about the superintendent testifying, saying, quote, we have witnessed Superintendent Ford Morthel demonstrate both compassion and strong leadership. She continues to meet with parents, students, educators, and community groups representing all perspectives and has personally attended many community gatherings to share in the grief and hurt that defines the time. She has consistently and clearly articulated procedures for affected students, parents, and educators to follow. In the newsroom, Teresa Estacio, KRON 4 News.
Hours after today's congressional hearing, dozens attended a rally at the Old City Hall in Berkeley in support of the superintendent. People held up signs reading "Defend Berkeley Schools" and "Congress, fund education, not genocide." Parents and community members there say education should not be censored and students should be taught about the different perspectives of the Israel-Hamas war.
Very simple ask what's happening here today. Teach the children about Palestine because that isn't being taught, and show support for our superintendent, who's a wonderful educator and administrator who's tried to negotiate all these.
We'll hear more from Berkeley parents coming up in a full report at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock tonight.